week, I am still talking about distracting thoughts. There is just so much to distract us nowadays. Not only social media and what's on the news, we have things on our phone 24/7 that can distract us. Podcasts to listen to, texts that are sent to us, and the list goes on. What do we do with all these distracting thoughts? The other night, I practiced what I preached, and I dumped all my thoughts that were up here in this brain of mine into my thought capture notebook that I keep on my bedstand. And you know what? It was 2 hours of dumping. Things to buy, things to do, places I want to go, friends that I have to reconnect with, texts that I need to write, podcasts that I want to listen to, classes I want to go to, things I want to learn, to do, to buy, to discuss with my husband, on and on and on and on. And I wrote it all down, and then I went back to sleep. But you know what? The night after that, I went immediately to sleep, and I slept sounder and longer than I have in years. I went to bed at 8, and I slept until 7 the next morning. We're talking a lot of sleep. But my brain needed that rest from the creative thought processes that are in my brain. I hope that this blog will help you, because I talk about the necessity of capturing the thoughts. But once you capture them, like I did in that one night where I just wrote and wrote and wrote, they're just scribbled, and they're not going to be readable in a few days. So I need to make sure I transfer those to a more organized format. And in my case, it's Google Docs on the computer. So they're searchable and they're findable. And this week I'm learning how to use a teleprompter. And I got a snag. I thought I'd be able to use it today on reading my blog. It would be a lot easier than holding my computer up. But I couldn't figure out where the saved video of me reading my blog ended up from the video teleprompter app that I have on my phone. But it's a neat app, and I am bound and determined to learn how to use it. So by next week, hopefully I will. Enjoy your week. I hope this helps. Talk to you later. Here's my blog, Distractions, Organizing Your Thoughts. Last time, I talked about random thoughts and how to capture them all in a thought dump notebook. I talked about how these thoughts that pop into our heads can derail us and prevent us from focusing. They can even keep us from falling asleep or staying asleep. But if we just scribble these thoughts down and fail to organize them later, they will most likely become lost. So it becomes highly necessary to transfer these thoughts and ideas out of our notebooks and into a more organized, permanent list. In my case, it's a saved document, and I use Google Docs on my Apple computer. You may not have that, but some sort of permanent place that you can easily find and easily read these thoughts. That's just an addition. In my case, this way, they won't get lost or forgotten. This way, they will be easy to find. Some examples of my lists are to-do lists. I have an ASAP. I have this week, a long-term, etc. My project to-do list. Each project has a page, so I can break them down into goals and that kind of thing. I have a technical things to learn. Ooh, that's a long list. How-tos, because I forget how to do things. I think I do, and then I go back to do it, and I forget. So I need that. Blog ideas, Instagram reel ideas, spiritual writings, quotes, to buy, ASAP or someday, etc. Just to name a few. But you can't wait too long to do the thought transfers. I suggest daily or twice a week.